Seventh grade, bring it back in 3. Bring it back in 2. 1. Can someone remind me what is the meaning of monotheism? Rosie? I can't hear. Please project. So monotheism means please copy this with me. The belief in one God. Now, we're going to have 3 religions that we know that are monotheistic, right? Mono means one. Theism means belief, the belief in one God. So here we have, actually, I'm going to draw the picture here. We have God, and then we're going to have 3 main religions. We have Judaism, we have Christianity, and then we're going to have Islam. And Islam is going to be the religion that we're going to focus on for the next couple of weeks. But we did spend some time to discuss Judaism and Christianity because they are connected. They all believe in the same one God. But then why aren't they all Jewish people? Why aren't they all Christian people? Or why aren't they all Muslims? Because they do have some big differences, right? So here I'm going to make a note. I'm going to write Judaism. So examples of monotheistic religions. We have Judaism, we have Christianity, and we have Islam. A little bit of background. Islam means to submit. The word Islam means to submit. And who do you submit to? You're submitting to God. From yesterday, you guys remember what Muslims are people that believe in Islam. What Muslims call God? What is the word for God? Yeah. Allah. If anyone speaks Spanish here, have you ever used the term ojalá? Ojalá? Ojalá means I hope, right? Or that means hope to God. Ojalá. That's Allah is in that word. Now, I'm not gonna go into detail why Spanish and Islam are kind of in the way. Well, I will, but not at the moment. So Islam means to submit. A Muslim is one who submits. So a Muslim is a person that follows Islam. A Christian is a person that follows Christianity. And a Jewish person is a person that follows Judaism. So Islam means to submit. A Muslim is a person that is this religion. And it is a person that submits to God. Yeah?
How do people say God in Spanish?
Well, in Spanish, no. Maybe I confused you guys. So, thank you. In Spanish, God means is Dios, but there's this term that we use that people that speak Spanish use that they say ojalá. Ojalá means I hope or hopefully, and that's where the term you hear the word Allah in there, ojalá, because a long time ago, thousands, hundreds of years ago, the Muslims had taken over parts of Spain and influenced the language in Spain. Okay. A prophet. Can someone tell me what a prophet is? Or tell the person next to you, I'm going to pull a popsicle stick. What is a prophet? Give me an example of a prophet. Please go. Good job, friend, on your project. You're really cool. You're really nice. 7th grade, bring it back in 3. Bring it back in 2. Bring it back in 1. Bring back in 0. What does prophet mean? Let's go with Serena. Please don't play with your pens. Thank you. Can't hear you. So prophet simply means messenger of God. So it's someone God talks to and carries God's message. For example, and this is where you're gonna have to know this vocabulary. This vocabulary it's really gonna impact you. You should know who are the prophets in. Can someone tell me who is the main prophet in Judaism? Who is the main prophet in Judaism? Actually, pick two of them. Tell your partner. Two major prophets in Judaism. Please go.
Paul is for Messiah.
Seventh grade, please bring it back in 3. Please bring it back in 2. 1. Jimena, can you tell me a prophet in Judaism? Just one. So Abraham is a prophet in Judaism. So Abraham, actually, I'm going to make a note. He is a prophet in Judaism. He is a prophet in Christianity. And he's also considered a prophet in Islam. He is going to be very, very important, again, to all these 3 religions. Islam is a monotheistic religion, and it is a Abrahamic religion. So I want you to understand, like, Abraham is like the one. But there's going to be differences. The same way how there's differences between Judaism and Christianity, there's going to be differences with Islam. So we focused on 2 before, now we're gonna add a 3rd one. Can someone tell me of another, I'm gonna just do it here. Can someone tell me of another prophet that you know, and then we'll figure out if it's maybe one from yesterday. Yes, go ahead. So Moses is going to be a prophet in Judaism again. He's going to be a prophet in Christianity again. And he's going to be a prophet in Islam again. So from the get-go, we can see that these religions are going to be sharing some key ideas. Give me another one that you learned about from yesterday. Which, if you watch the video, tell your partner which of them is the one that you learned from yesterday. Please go.
Can I get some running record?
Yeah, I'm recording the lessons, so they'll watch it after.
Oh,
Right there.
fun.
You just, oh my God, you just.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So you can watch
Go
it.
ahead. No.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, bring it back, please. Thank
Hello.
you.
Awesome. Hello. This is UC Davis, yeah?
This is the best Davis
Best
crew.
Davis crew
in the
ever.
world.
If I call your name, you're going to grab your stuff and then meet us in the ELA room for running record.
Hold on. If you leave, I have stuff in classroom that I expect you to work on.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Get it. Eli, Gio,
Oh, Eli,
Party,
precious.
Hazel, and Franco. Come on down. Reading.
Miss you, Eli. Maybe you, I don't know. I think you passed. Maybe I don't know. You going too, big boy? You going too? Awesome.
Bring your stuff.
Make me proud. Quickly, can you stop playing with that, please? Thank you.
Gio, your lunchbox.
Oh, don't move the table.
Like this. I'll use
Okay,
one.
I'll look at it, buddy.
It's 1 point. That's all.
Huh? You only need 1 point. Eli, the problem. I'll help you out. Eli,
Yeah.
here. You missed your cover page. Start with that.
That's really it.
There's no cover page. Start with that. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to bring it back in 3, in 2, in 1. What is the prophet that you learned about from yesterday? The one that's going to be at the center of this religion. Thank you, Frank. Go ahead. Muhammad. Now, Muhammad, you can spell Muhammad with a U, or you can spell Muhammad, can you close the door, please? Or with an O. So we have, I'm going to spell it with a U. Muhammad is a prophets. But this, as Jesus is to Judaism, he is going to be the issue here in this case, right? For Judaism and Christianity, Jesus is the biggest wedge, the biggest difference. Now we have this prophet. He is a prophet. He is not a god. That's why it's under prophet. He is a messenger of God for Muslims. He is a messenger of God in the religion of Islam. And that's it. So as you can see here, we have all three religions, and then only for Islam we have Muhammad. Okay, I'm not going to include Jesus in here because Jesus is going to be like a whole different situation for all three religions. I'll give you a preview. Oh, sorry, I thought it was a kid. I was about to say.
It was a kid. Who was it?
Where?
I don't know. It wasn't me.
Okay. If you have a question, raise your hand, guys. I'll help you out. So, under Judaism, Jesus is not a god, not a prophet. He's just a regular person, right? Under Christianity, Jesus is the Son of God, very important. Under Islam, Jesus is very, very important. He is the Messiah, but he is not God. He's not the Son of God. And we're going to dive into that at a later time when we get to it. Judaism. Please tell your partner, what is Judaism? Founder, beliefs. Go ahead. With your partner behind you, right? Is the recording? Yeah. You ready to share? You got this, big girl. Ladies, gentlemen, bring it back in 3. You're back? 2.
No, not that big. The favor you gave me?
Okay, I got you, buddy. Go.
Thank you.
1. Can someone tell me about Judaism? Anything you can about Judaism? Miss Phillips?
It's the oldest of the monotheistic religions.
Please copy this with me. Oldest of the, I'm going to say 3. I don't know how to spell 3, so I'm going to write the number. T-H-R-E-E, right?
Hey, showing vulnerability.
Spelling is hard for me.
I don't know how to spell.
Oldest of the 3 monotheistic religions. So when we say the oldest of the 3 monotheistic, that means Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Okay. What else can you tell me about Judaism? Thank you, friend.
They still haven't found the Messiah?
Say again.
They still haven't found the Messiah?
They haven't found what they're looking for. Still waiting for the Messiah. The Messiah or the Savior. What else can we say about Judaism? For example, who founded it? Who's considered the patriarch? Who's considered? Thank you, friend. Go ahead, Brian. Founded by Abraham. Who is another very, very important prophet? If you go back to this note, you should be able to see it. Who is another very, very important prophet? I'll give you a hint. He received the 10 Commandments. Tell your partners, go. Who received the 10 Commandments? Let the Jews out of Egypt. Who let the Jews out of Egypt? Who received the 10 Commandments? Who parted the Red Sea? It's right here, buddy.
Moses?
Moises. Please don't do that. Thank you. Please bring it back in 3, 2, 1. Boys, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Fidel, can you tell me who founded, who let the Jews out of Egypt, who parted the Red Sea according to the Torah, also received the 10 Commandments?
Moses?
Moses. Very important in this religion. Can someone tell me the name of the holy this question has two parts to it. The holy text and then one chapter of that holy text. This is a challenging question because you can't just say the name of the book. What is one chapter? And if you're a Christian, you might recognize the name of the chapter. Discuss with your partners, then I'm calling on one. Hold on. I'm going to pull a popsicle. I'm going to pull a popsicle stick for this question, okay? Please make sure to find out. Go ahead. What do you think? So what is the name of the holy book? Oh, nice. What is the holy text of Judaism? Work with, hey guys, hey, we're working together. Can you guys hear? The holy text of Judaism in one chapter.
Do you know any of the chapters? If I told you Moses is the last chapter, the second chapter where they exited Egypt, does that give you a hint?
Seventh grade, bring it back in 3. Bring it back in 2. 1. The second question is hard, I know. We only covered it 1 time or 2 times. Jimena, do you know the name of the book? Huh? Yeah. Torah is the text that Jews use. And what is one of the chapters? I'll take a volunteer for this one because this is a tough question. I don't think I would know if I didn't study it. Willie. Huh?
Wait, the one that Moses.
Uh-huh.
Exodus.
So Exodus is one of the chapters. That's when Moses frees the Jews out of Egypt. That's when Moses receives 10 commandments. So Exodus. What's another one? Does anyone know another one? Yeah. Genesis. This one is the one that talks about the creation of the universe, the creation of man, woman, night and day. What's up, Eli? Does anyone have another one that you might want to? Yeah. Numbers is another one. Okay. I need you guys to bring it back. Thank you. So, you know one? What is it? I don't even know how to spell that.
Deuteronomy. D-U-T-E-R.
M-E-Y.
O-N. Yeah.
No, I don't think I can spell it. Look it
No,
up.
I got it. D-E-U. T-E-R. R-O-N-O-M-Y.
R-O.
R-O-N-O-M-Y. Deuteronomy.
Okay, go get it.
Boom.
And the last, there's another one called Leviticus. That's another one. Leviticus that I'm not going to talk about. If you remember, the ones that I wanted you guys to know was Exodus and Genesis. Okay. Again, I always bring this up because growing up, I knew about Moses. I knew about Abraham. I knew about the 10 Commandments. Not because I'm Jewish, but because Judaism heavily influenced the development of Christianity. It's that simple. If someone says otherwise, it's incorrect. Like, Christianity literally developed out of Judaism. Okay. Let's look at Christianity. So this one is a monotheistic, and I'm not going to go into the details of everything about Christianity because I don't fully understand it myself because of the Father, the Ghost, the Holy Spirit. So we're going to just say that because it is a monotheistic religion. Monotheistic religion. Developed out of the teachings whose teachings developed Christianity. Yes, we have Judaism, but what is the one person that comes to mind? What is the one individual that comes to mind? I need to hear from some people that I haven't heard from yet. So I haven't heard from a couple of you, and I just don't want to. I want to make sure that I hear from you guys. So tell your partners, who is the person that Christianity develops after necessarily? Go ahead. Seventh grade, bring it back in 3, 2, 1. Skylar, can you tell me who is the central figure in the religion of Christianity? It is Jesus. It is Jesus. Christians believe that Jesus is the Messiah, but not just the Messiah, not just the Savior. He is the Son of God. He is the Son of God. Christians believe that, and this is going to be important because everything that I'm focusing here is important, obviously, but there's things that are more important than others. Christians believe that Jesus was crucified, right? That he was crucified. Christians believe that Jesus was crucified. Christians believe that Jesus came back to life. Resurrected. The word is resurrected. That he preached for, I think, like 40 days, and then he went to heaven. You need to know that. You need to know that that's what Christians believe. Jews believe that Jesus was crucified and that's it. He died. Christians, at the center of Christianity is the fact that, according to Christians, that he died on the cross, that he was crucified, that his death paid for the sins of the world, and that he came back to life. He resurrected. That's a huge word. Resurrected. That he resurrected. And that he preached, and then he went to heaven to join the Father. Muslims don't believe any of that. Muslims believe that Jesus is really important, that he is the Messiah, but they do not believe that he was ever crucified. That's going to be at the center of the differences between Judaism and Christianity. That he was never crucified. That someone else was crucified, but not him. That God came and took him before he was crucified. Okay? You will need to know that once we get to, I'm just giving you guys a preview. Flip the page. I'm not gonna, actually, I have a couple here. So I'm gonna just write these real quickly because we did talk about this, okay? So just bear with me, okay? Here we go. So Abraham and Moses are, please copy this with me. Prophets, 2 S's, 1 S. If you don't know what prophets are, you have to let me know. A prophet is a messenger of God. If you're too embarrassed to ask me in class, just email me and ask me because I need to know. That's a huge word. Prophets in Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Okay. So here I'm going to say where these two prophets found. Found in the Torah. The Torah, also known as the Old Testament for Christians. And we're going to have a new book now. And this is going to be the book that we're going to be talking about in the next couple of weeks. You shouldn't play with that, buddy. The Torah and also the Quran. You can spell the Quran with a K. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the Quran is. But the Quran is the holy text in Islam. The holy text in Islam. So as you can start to see now, you're going to have these people be important in all religions, because in all these three religions. Because now you have Christianity and Judaism, but they're also found here. So you'll see that there's going to be some overlap. There's going to be parallels. Jesus, in Christianity, Son of God, Messiah. In Judaism, a teacher, not holy, just a teacher. In Islam, he is going to be the Messiah. And you're going to start to wonder, because I didn't really figure this out myself until the last couple of years. What is the difference between Jesus and Christianity? What is the biggest difference of Jesus and Christianity and Islam? How can Muslims think of him as a Messiah? What does that even mean anyways? But how is that different from Christianity? So we'll get to that, I promise. Right now, I would like you guys to go to page... By the way, are there any questions on what I just said? I know I gave you guys a lot, but I promise it's all gonna come together. Can you guys go to page... page 16? Please go to page 16. So right now we're going to try to organize things in a timeline so that you can get a better visual of what I'm talking about. So the first one is going to be the year, again, approximately. We don't know if these days are accurate, but based on what historians have discussed. This is going to be the year 2000 BCE. Does anyone remember what happened at this time from a previous class? Going once? Yeah. Awesome. You guys hear what he said? Abraham makes a covenant with God. Please tell your partner, what does that even mean? What does that mean when you make a covenant? Go. A covenant is a promise. It's a promise that Abraham is going to honor God and God is going to bless them. So you need to know the word covenant. That's it. Last one. Oh, there you go. You got it. You guys good? Yeah. Promise? Thanks, friend. Appreciate you. To the moon and back. 7th grade. Bring it back in 3. Bring it back in 2. Please stop playing with your friend. 1. Can someone tell me what happens around the year 2000 BCE? Going once. We have 3 people. You guys did get to discuss, so here you go. Please get ready. Val? Can you project, please? Okay, so can you tell me the whole thing? Like, what happens in the year 2000 BC according to the Torah? I've asked you many times to stop playing with your pens. Please stop. Like, stop. This is really, really irritating. It's really annoying. If you can't handle having one of these pens, get a pencil that doesn't have that. Please do me that favor. Thank you. Go ahead. Okay, so God makes a covenant with Abraham. Can you remind me what the word covenant means? Because that's gonna be an important word that some of us still don't know. Go ahead. So it is a promise, right? It's like a pact. God says to Abraham, honor me, only honor me, and I will honor you. I will protect you. I will make your nation as much as the stars in the sky. Yeah, and I'm gonna give you this land, right? I promise you this land. So God gets something, and so does Abraham and his descendants. Promise to only honor one God. To only honor one God. In return, Abraham gets the Holy Land. And you guys did a really good job with your quiz yesterday. Most of you guys found the Holy Land, right? I will honor those who honor you. I will protect you. I will bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. Okay? You are God's chosen nation, chosen children. And then we're gonna go to the year 1600 to the year 1800 BCE. Again, we don't really know if these dates are accurate. That's not the point. We're going to go to Exodus. This is this, by the way. And this is this, okay? I put arrows here. I don't want you guys to think that this is this date. So Exodus, Moses leads the Hebrews out of Egypt, receives the 10 Commandments. Okay? Receives the 10 Commandments. Can someone remind me, in what text do we find this information? It has two names, depending on who you ask. What is the name of the text where we find this information? There are, I'm not done, guys. There's two names depending on who you ask, right? Rosie? Yeah, so this is the Torah. And also, if you're a Christian, the Old Testament, correct? So here we're going to write Torah, Old the Torah or the Old Testament. In Spanish, el Testamento Viejo. Testamento Viejo. Tú estás viejo también. Okay. Now we're gonna, this timeline is not meant to be like spaced out correctly. Does that make sense? It's not meant to space out correctly because between here and here is 400 years, but I'm gonna skip. Actually, I'm gonna just, can you guys cross this box out? It'll be easier to visualize that. We're gonna go to the year approximately, I'm gonna just say 30s CE. So over 1500 years after Moses, we have a person in Judea. Remember Judea, also known as Canaan, also known as Israel, also known as Promised Land? Okay. A person in Judea, Jesus, is we should be copying this. Crucified. I think that's crucified. Crucified. Jesus is crucified. His followers see him as the Son of God, the Messiah. And their text that they use is going to be anyone remember? You can call it out. What is the document, what is the book where the life and Jesus of Jesus is written though? What is that called? It's not called the Bible. The Bible is this plus this. So this is going to be the New Testament. So here you're going to have two documents. Again, you're going to have two documents. You're going to have the Old Testament plus the New Testament is the Bible, right? If you're Jewish, you use this. You don't use that because Jesus is not holy. Question, buddy. BCE, before Common Era. So usually anything before 0, BCE. CE is Common Era. Good question. I'm sorry, what? I thought you had a question. Okay, let's go to the year. This is where things get, we keep pushing, right? We have this, and then we have the year 609 to 610. There's not many dates you need to know in this unit. This is going to be one of them. There's not many dates you need to know, but you need to know a couple. This is going to be one of them. 609 to 610. This is going to be the year when a person Muhammad in, I'm going to just say the city. You should be copying this. In Mecca, Muhammad in Mecca receives messages from God. These messages are not written down by Muhammad because Muhammad can't read or write. Instead, according to Muslims, he remembers them and speaks them, and people write them for him. These messages are known as the Quran. The Quran in Islam is considered the word of God. It's that simple. One day in Mecca, Muhammad went to pray in a cave when he was met by an angel. This angel is going to be important. This angel is going to be important. Hey guys, you should probably be paying attention up here. If you remember the angel that stopped Abraham from sacrificing his son, remember that angel? The name of the angel was Gabriel. When the Virgin Mary was going to have the son, the kid of God, that angel that mentioned it, it's kind of annunciation, that told her that she was going to be with child, that name, that the angel is Gabriel. In Islam, the angel that told him the messages is the angel Gabriel. So you're going to start seeing this thread between these, not right now, all these religions. Okay? Please flip the page. Here, so if you remember the Holy Land, can you guys like highlight it or underline it, or not underline it, highlight it or circle it? I'm gonna highlight it. This is the Holy Land. This is the area where Islam and Judaism, not Islam, Christianity and Judaism developed. The Promised Land has a lot of different names: Israel, Judea, Canaan, the Promised Land, Palestine, a lot of different names. This land is going to be important to Muslims as well. But not because the religion started there, it's for a different reason. The land that is important to Muslims, or the holiest city, is going to be located here. And that city is known as Mecca. Mecca, some people spell it with a K. Mecca is going to be the most important city for Muslims for different reasons. One, it's the birthplace of Muhammad. 2, it is the location of a shrine, a temple. Does anyone know the name of the shrine or temple? If you look back there where Abraham is hanging out, you see like a rug of this shrine or temple. You will need to know the location of that shrine or temple and the name of this shrine or temple. Go ahead. The Kaaba. Some people say Kaaba, but it is the Kaaba.
Wait, it is?
Well, I didn't call you, man. The Kaaba is a temple that Muslims think Abraham built. I need you to stop talking to everybody. Thank you. It is a temple that Muslims think Abraham built thousands of years ago to honor the one God. And you're gonna be like, are you serious? Abraham back then I promise it will make sense. Muslims believe that Abraham and his other son, Ismail, remember Isaac? Isaac was his other son, was his other wife. Ismail built with Abraham to honor the one God. The Kaaba is there today. It is the most important thing for Muslims besides God. Whenever Muslims pray, they face the direction of the Kaaba, and I think it's that way. They pray in that direction because it represents the idea of the one God. Okay? I'm going to make a little box here. The location of the Kaaba. This class is going to be over in